1, 2. Check.
Nice smooth pace. Yeah. Now your work is all over. You know that you're going to rest now. And you're going to rest in peace. And I understand you're going to rest close to your mom and your brother and your sister-in-law. And I know they're going to make sure that you're okay. I know only your physical body is here. And you'll have to leave us at some time today to your final resting place. But I know that your lovely heart and soul will be traveling to another place, maybe a place far beyond Jordan, as they say, a wonderful land, that you'll be also be greeted by some wonderful people who is waiting for you. So until such time, until maybe the program starts, I will say a few words on your behalf and let people know that how you really grew up and the kind of lifestyle you live, you know, and the amount of hard work you put in to make sure you provided for your family. Nobody will know. Maybe I will have to tell them a little later on and explain to them. So for now, you know, I know if anybody want to come and view my brother, because I know the crowd is going to be a little big just now, and we might have to move on if police don't come and really tell us to move on. So I know the crowd here is, and Junior, I don't know what instructions you have, but if you allow the crowd to come and view your dad until such time, if anybody would, please come and pay a visit, because we don't know what kind of crowd we're going to have in the next half an hour. So you can at least see his face and retreat.
और सर पे लाजवर्दी एक साहिबा बनाया, तारीफ उस खुदा की। मिट्टी से बैल बूटे क्या खुशनुमा उगाए, मिट्टी से बैल बूटे क्या खुशनुमा उगाए, पहना के सब्ज़ खिलाते, पहना के सब्ज़ खिलाते, उन्हीं को जवां बनाया, तारीफ उस खुदा की जिसने जहां बनाया, तारीफ उस खुदा की। ये प्यारी प्यारी चिड़िया प्यारी प्यारी चिड़िया फिरती हैं जो चहकती, कुदरती ने तेरी इनको कुदरत रवा के अंदर मछली बनाई तूने, आबे रवा के अंदर मछली बनाई तूने, मछली के तैरने को, मछली के तैरने को आबे रवा बनाया, तारीफ उस खुदा की। हर चीज से है तेरी कारीगरी टपकती, हर चीज से है तेरी कारीगरी टपकती, एक कारखाना तूने, एक कारखाना तूने कब आएगा बनाया, तारीफ उस खुदा की जिसने
If anybody want to come and say a few words, express yourself. If anybody know him for a long time or how they know him, if he was nice, if he was bad, we know he was nice.
तारीफ उस खुदा की। तारीफ उस खुदा की जिसने जहां बनाया, कैसी ज़मीं बनाई, कैसी ज़मीं बनाई, क्या आसमां
Good morning, everyone. As you all know, that it's very difficult for this family to lose my father, Ali JUMADEEN. My father, my friend, my everything, my hero, my rock. To all of you who know him, he was born on the 8th of April, 1942. He's 79 years old. He celebrated his last birthday this year, and he celebrated his last Father's Day this year. As the eldest member of the JUMADEEN family, he had strived as a child during his childhood years with his brothers and sisters. And I know it's very hard for them who are away to view this on YouTube, to see him like this. Because everybody know my father. My father was very strong. He was intelligent. He was smart. He made a lot of people happy. He made a lot of people laugh. You know, he was like the joy in Batu Avenue. And as for family, his family came first. He was the one in the family that would put everyone together and pull everyone together. And he always want to make a cook or a lime. Even though families just have a little ups and downs, he would bring everybody together. My father is a special gem. He has taught his children well, and we are all proud of him. My brothers and sister, they tried to come, but because of COVID restrictions, borders closed, so they can't come. But they tried really hard, and they all wanted to be here. My brothers and them got through their papers and everything to come to Trinidad and wanted to surprise him. But they didn't get that chance. But I know my father, he would be there, he would be here with us all the time. He would protect us and guide us and be with us all the time. Daddy got married at the age of 26 to my mom. They have been married for this year would have been 53 years of marriage. My mother is a very strong woman. She has been with my father through good times, bad times, rough times, happy times, and she was with him all the time. She's a great mother. My father, working hard, always taught his children, don't work for anybody. Do your own business. It always pays. He has taught us to be strong. He had a lot of business sense. He was a great man in Batu Avenue and Taruba, all over. Everybody knew him well. He was well respected, and people loved him for who he was. Right? For him, his accomplishments in life was to fulfill all his dreams. Nothing could have stopped him from doing what he wanted to do. You could have said no, and he said yes. When he wanted to do something, he did it. Regardless of how far or how much or whatever. And he always liked the best of everything. My dad has taught my children so much, and he was like a great grandpa to them. They love him so much. But I know my dad lived his life to the fullest. He had a happy life. Even though he got sick at the later part of his years, he had to do dialysis. My dad fought. He was mind strong. Even though his body was getting a little weak, he was strong. All his senses, he knew everything. And you couldn't fool him. You couldn't fool him while he was younger, and you still couldn't fool him while he got older. He is the rock of this family. Not just for his brothers and sisters, but for all his children and everybody else. We lost a great man. But I wouldn't consider it lost, because I know he will be here to help all of us. I know you all know he likes his Indian songs and all of that. I would like Suresh. Suresh around? Suresh. So this is one of his favorite songs. And I'd like Suresh to sing something.
Thank you. First of all, I will offer my condolences to Uncle Ali and my cousins. You know, my sympathy are with them. So, Uncle Ali, this song is for you on your journey, right? रात कली एक ख्वाब में आई और गले का हार हुई रात कली एक ख्वाब में आई और गले का हार हुई सुबह को जब हम नींद से जागे आ तू ही से जार हुई रात कली एक ख्वाब में आई और गले का हार हुई चाहे कहो इस मेरी मोहब्बत चाहे हंसी नहुरा दो ये क्या हुआ मुझको खबर नहीं हो सके तुम ही बता दो तुम्हें कदम दो रास्ता कमी पर सीने में क्यों चनदार हुई रात कली एक ख्वाब में आई और गले का हार हुई यूं तो हसीनों के महासबीनों के होते हैं रोज नजारे पर उन्हें देख के देखा है जब तुम्हें तुम लगे और भी प्यारे बाहों में ले लूं ऐसे चमन्ना एक नहीं कई बार हुई रात कली एक ख्वाब में आई और गले का हार हुई सुबह को जब हम नींद से जागे आ तुम ही से जार हुई रात कली एक ख्वाब में आई और गले का हार हुई और गले का हार हुई थैंक यू
Thank you, Suresh. So, I know it's very sad, but as for all of you knew that my dad loved to play motorgun. That was one of his favorite things. And out of all his grandchildren, he has taught my son Dimitri to play a little. So I don't know if Dimitri would come and I know it's very hard for him. He can't. We have too much fond memories of our father. So if any one of you would like to come and say something about my dad, this is your chance. Please come and say what impact he had in your life and how he has made you the person that you are today. I'll call on my uncle, Rafik JUMADEEN.
Again, I know this is just family and friends. And so it's not about ladies and gentlemen, it's family and friends. And I know all of you here have known my brother for all his years. I want to also say that he has been my hero. Growing up with my brother, he's 6 years older than me, and wherever he went during his youthful days, I would follow. In other words, when he take me to the school on a Saturday and Sunday morning to play wind ball cricket, he would make sure that I get a game. He just felt that there was something in me that he wanted to explore, and he would look for a game of cricket anywhere in the avenue around the place to make sure that I play cricket. Growing up with my brother was just fun. It was so much fun because anywhere he go, he was a strong, strong individual. Somebody who really wanted to make a man of himself at a very young age. Because of the fact that we came from very humble backgrounds. We're a poor family, very humble. And my mom had 9 children, 6 boys and 3 girls. And as Ali grew up, by the time he was 20, 21, 22 years, he had taken control of my family. Because he wanted to make sure that my 3 sisters grew up to be women, grew up to be women with pride. They were lovely women, they were lovely girls, and he wanted them to grow up with respect in the avenue. He wanted to make sure that nobody could have said anything about his sisters because he would have given his life for his sisters and brothers. That is the man. He was as strong as a bull. He was as strong as a bull. He didn't afraid of fight. He didn't want to fight, but he wouldn't bypass one. He wouldn't see any advantage. And as we grew up with my brother, I remember my sister, a nice, beautiful girl, my big sister. One day he heard somebody in the village like my sister. Well, he was sure, that person, he wanted to watch that person. And actually he went to a party and he saw that person dancing with some of the girls in the village. You know how some fellas outside the village, when they come in your village, they want to play, they saga boy. So Ali had gotten an idea that this guy liked my sister, a fella by the name of John. You understand? Tall, handsome fella, like my sister. But Ali, seen his action during those parties, didn't like him at all. So John really had liked my sister, and John couldn't get to Ali at all because he and Ali might tangle. So one day he waited for Ali coming from work, petrol train, and he said, walk in the gas station. So you run in front of Ali and say, hey, I want to talk to you. Ali said, you want to talk to me? He said, for what? He said, well, I'm coming home by your mother and father on Sunday, and I want you to be there. He said, what are you coming for? He said, I want to come to ask your mother and father in front of you to marry your sister. Because Shara must have told John that, boy, my brother is a serious man, You understand? So, lo and behold, John really came Sunday. And he talked to my mother and father, and he talked to Ali. But my mother have a soft spot. From the time my mother see John, tall, handsome fella, My mother get weak, and when John leave, she said, I like that fella. And so John got a chance to marry my sister, and today they have been married for over 50 odd years with some beautiful kids. So Ali really wanted to protect my family, protect all of us, to make sure that we grow up to be a humble, loving people. My other sisters, well, I had one named Zalimoon. Well, from time you come and you see and you say, you like Zalimoon. What? You like she? What is your intention? You say, well, I ain't ready yet. You're ready yet? Bonks. But unfortunately, Zalimoon also, live a good life, nice family and whatnot. And don't talk about the last one. The last one, well, she was lucky because Ali had married and have his own family. But Vera now used to be in the gallery in the night, and we only seen this cigarette lighter flicking in the bamboo grass. So we want to know what flicking. Be careful, they burn down the bamboo grass or somebody. Then one night we see two lighter flicking. One flicking so, one flicking so. So they sent Javed. Javed frontish. They sent him to peep. And Javed come back, he say, hey, Ramesh boy. And so we hook up with Ramesh. So all my three sisters, they make us proud. They make my big brother proud. He was so proud of him. And as I said, Ali, take him to the school. Every Sunday they play cricket. But Ali was not on the team. But he lineman with a fella called Hilton. And I realized Hilton was Elsie's brother. And then all of a sudden, Ali bringing home twice a week, I think, some nice dashing bush for my mother. So we had custom eating dashing bush bhaji until we realized that Ali was in love with the Elsie, and Elsie was really a beautiful young lady in those days. In fact, Elsie was the, how you call it? She was the, well, in other words, Ali plucked the most beautiful rose out of Union Road. The lovely Elsie, the gorgeous looking Elsie, Ali plucked. And we know we have some Union Road people here too, but Ali plucked the most beautiful rose out of Union Road. And Ali got married, and he had, Elsie bore him 5 beautiful kids, very, very nice kids, all respected, and all have done well in life. 2 of them here, Nisha and Junior, they are doing well, and Wazim and Shazi and Asha, they are also doing well. So Ali have done well, magnificently. And listen, if you know Ali, for those who know Ali, Ali did every imaginable thing in this world. Ali first started as a construction worker with a shovel and a fork in the shoulder. He went to the mechanic. He went into fabricating, welding. Then he started working at Petrotrain. So Ali did then he went into business, and he was one of the most astute businessmen in Marabella. In fact, one day, he told one of the most richest men in Marabella, he said to him, listen, who have more corn will feed more fowl. That's how brave the man was. He was never a loser. He didn't know how to lose. And that is how my brother grew up and how we grew us up. My brother saw in me something that I didn't know about. He made me play cricket day and night. He knew I had something in me until I started to play for Trinidad and played for West Indies. And I know he was proud of me. I know he was proud of me. I know after a test match in the Oval, I used to bring my whole family, Shira, John, Elsie, the kids, everybody. And at the end of a test match, they used to sit in front of the Oval lawn. And when Elsie opened her bag, people could smell the aroma of the curry duck, of the chip, Ali used to bring for me arrow, of the shrimp, and everybody in the pavilion wanted to know what's smelling so good. And that was the joy that Ali gave us. And people will come up to me and tell me, Raf, You bowl well. You had a great spell. How wonderful you bowl. Excellent. And if they ask Ali, all Ali will say to them, good, good, good. Ali never tell me that I'm a great bowler. Ali never tell me that I'm a fantastic cricketer. But I knew, deep down in his heart, he had that love for me. He knew that I was good. He knew that I was great. And I want to tell his kids that sometimes they might complain that their father never showed them the gratitude and the love and the appreciation that they thought he would. But Ali is the kind of man with two kinds of love. You know, they have the soft love, and you know they had the hard love. He had the both love. If he didn't call Nisha when she was a baby and said, Chunkulunk, come on, girl, you're hungry, hungry. You know, look how nice the baby looking. You know, that is, he may not have done that, but your mom would have done that. He didn't call Junior, boy, come now, you want sweetie? No cry, no cry. Yeah, and the Junior didn't realize that how much he loved his kids. Really, really loved his kids. And today, Ali is lying here. I know he has to depart. His physical body is going. We can't stop that. He has to go. But he's going to a place close to his mom, his brother, his sister-in-law, his brother Shamsuddin JUMADEEN. And I understand that many years ago, Brawa told me, Brawa and Javed told me, that he put a slap on Sham. But he had all right to, because Sham was always, doing mischief. But I know he going between Sham and his mother now, but I know Sham will forgive him. Sham ain't going to do it. Sham will make sure that he rests in peace. You understand? Sham will make sure that he rests in peace, find a nice place. And the other half of him is traveling. His wonderful heart and soul is traveling, and that is going to meet St. Peter sometime today. And we have a crowd here, and I'm sure where he's going, the reception will be greater. There will be a bigger crowd. There will be family members. There will be friends. There will be people like Inshan Ali and Ranjin Nanan and Shamsuddin JUMADEEN. Sheldon goes waiting for Ali because Ali were their good friends. Right? And only recently, my nephew, Jerry JUMADEEN, who I consider son to me, he came up to me and he said, Uncle Ali is a good coach. I said, Uncle Ali is a good coach? I said, but hey, I didn't know that. I coached you and Junior for over 15 years and Allah never tell me as a good coach. All of a sudden, Uncle Ali is a good coach? Well, if Uncle Ali is a good coach, St. Peter, when my brother come up there, I know you have all the documents in order. He passed in the gate flying. Right? Get a coaching job for him. So you can coach them boys and them. So you get something to do. Right? So I know where my brother is going because I was told. I was going on a flight from a place called Trivandrum in India to Sri Lanka. And I met in the plane the highest Muslim priest in that land. Knew I was in the flight. So he said and called me to sit with him. And he said to me, he said, when you go to heaven, or when you go to that place, you understand? He said, a grapes. He said, a grapes is as big as an apple. And you could imagine Ali loved Julie Mango. How big a Julie Mango will be? So you will surely make his name. And one thing up there too, I understand you will be always surrounded with beautiful angels. Beautiful angels. And but if you call them birds, Ali loved birds. Ali loved birds. In fact, Ali, for over 60 years, he always had a bird in a cage. And I'm sure he still have one today. Yeah. So ladies and friends, we are here to really celebrate my brother's life. And as I said I wouldn't cry, I want to celebrate. He have done everything a man could have do to make his life successful. And I spoke to him about a month ago. He gave me 2 pairs of shoes, sneakers. He said, I don't wear them again, but you go and practice and walk and things. Because he said, I'm limping a little bit now. He gave me 2 pairs of shoes. And you know what he told me? Besides, he shared his love for his family again. to reiterate it, Junior, Nisha, your father really love you. Really, really love you. Don't ever doubt that. But he always push you all because he feel you could have do a little better. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted you all to do a little better, all of you. And that's the reason why you all are so successful today, because of the will of your father. And he told me, he said, Raf, he said, you see now, today, I am so happy. You know why? I could tell you, Raf, here it is. I no longer have to tell you where it is. I could tell you, here it is. Because you have done well, you have achieved. So ladies and gentlemen, I know my brother will be leaving us. But Ali, I want to say to you, thank you for everything you have done for me. You have supported me. You know I had a talent in cricket, and you have made me exploit that. You used to come to the Oval and watch me play Test cricket every time I play. I want to thank you very, very much. There's so much more I could say. I know there are times when Ali want to make us cry. Ali don't want to make me cry, you know. We go Miaro and we laughing and drinking and eating and thinking. And then all of a sudden, Sohani and then everybody started to cry. And when the song done, and we wipe the eye, it's not for long we nose, we started drinking and sing and sing again. And that was the make of the man. You understand? The little things that he should do. I know one night we looking for a little wild meat to eat. They go out in the bush, they walk, they see a manikou. The manikou see Ali and run up the coconut tree. Feel Ali can't catch him. You know what Ali do? Ali sleep under that coconut tree whole night until the next day we catch a manikou. That is how the man was. Whatever his family wanted, Ali gave us. So ladies and gentlemen, I am today celebrating the wonderful life of my brother. I wish I could do half as what he has done. Ali, thank you again. Thank you so much. I know you're leaving us. And I know you must be crying because the rain is falling. And you made all of us cry. Thank you. Junior, thank you. Nisha, thank you for all he has done to his family. Thanks once again.
Thank you, Uncle Razif. My sister, Asha, had sent us something that she would like for you all to hear. And this is what it says. My father, you have always been very hard on us to always be working and finding something to do. You have taught me a lot about life. About a month ago, we were talking, and I remembered teasing about all the slangs he would say to us. One of them I always remember is, when you are in a situation, you can't see what is going on. So sometimes listen to other people because they can't see what you can't see. Another one is, show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are. His latest was, the longest rope have an end. Right. Beside all of that, he was a father and did his share as a dad. He taught us how to respect every religion and never make fun of it. I remember a year for Diwali, we ate pumpkin and rice because he had to respect the Hindu religion. He taught us the joy of music, and he would play the Mautagon music. That was his natural talent. He was able to listen to any song and play it. He was an excellent provider, and everything he bought was for his children. We all helped him to work. We mixed cement late at night. He taught us to make sacrifices and do without something if you don't have. Always have the best for yourself. He was a very strong and powerful person and wasn't scared of anyone. I am proud to say he was my daddy for many, many reasons. I love my father, Ali JUMADEEN, with all my heart. And that was from my sister, Asha. Now I'd like to say, my son Dylan, would like to say something on behalf of his grandpa. Grandpa would always ask for Dylan. Here you.
Get it, get it. Every time I come with my grandpa, we always talk about land and planting it. And every day we got plant 20 acres of fig and thing. But not one day I ever tell him, no grandpa, we wouldn't do that. He always give me hope. He always make me happy. He never introduced me to nothing bad. He always pushed me to do something better. He was always here for me. And I was always here for him. And the last time I ever hold him was to pick him up from the ground and put him on the bed. And he was so weak, could have barely talk. And right now I'm just watching him lie down, they just taking a sleep. Rest in peace, Grandpa. You'll forever be in our hearts. I love you, Grandpa.
Now, during the last days of my dad's life, as you all know, that he had kidney failure. Yeah. So, okay, I'll tell you the story afterwards. First, I'd like his cousin, Aziz, one of his favorite. He would always call him and always want to be around him. So, Aziz would like to say something.
Pleasant good morning to each and everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Well, everybody might know me, but I'm Aziz. I'm one of the cousins that live up in the countryside. Always looking for Ali. Ali is always a favorite on the block. He always give you a good advice. When I check him, before you leave the house, he and Elsie, you have to eat. You have to drink a cup of coffee, you have to eat a sandwich. So we grew up, I keep on looking for them. Out of the all, we is 12 in the family. And I'm the only one that always look for him. I have an ex-brother in Charlieville, he's come and check for them and thing, but whatsoever. And you know, I passing in the morning, I call out Ali, hey, come and have a little cup of coffee with me. I was to enjoy that. I only hope Elsie call me now. And one thing, he always want to come Piparo. Boy, I come to catch some peacock up there. He like birds. However, he leave two parakeet in the back tomorrow. I will take care of them, don't worry. But he will really miss. I will miss him. The whole family here will miss him. But as a brother, to never forget. I like how Razif talk very highly about Ali. Ali always act the role of a father figure in the JUMADEEN family. When they say sit down, you have to sit down. They say stand up, don't play your running because you go catch you. And today, he has gone in a better place. May Allah shower his blessings upon him. May he keep him good in paradise. And one good day we will meet again. So God bless everybody. Let me take it light. See what he could pour this rain until not 4 o'clock. I only hope not. But we will take care of him. Thank you. And back to Nisha. Dean.
Yeah. Good day to all. My name is Michael Gaspar. I'm Mr. Ali Tenant. I just want to say sorry to the loss for your friends and family, and he been a good landlord to me, and I just want to show my respects and say thank you for the opportunity, brother, and God bless you and rest in peace, and see you when that time comes. And thanks for everybody for letting me get a piece of talk on the mic.
Well, the chairperson stepped out, so I guess I get an opportunity to make a speech. Well, one thing I think I didn't hear Rafik say, did you say icon? Mr. Ali Jumadeen is an icon? Okay. I know that would have been in Rafik's speech. The first thing he would have said, Ali Jumadeen is an icon in the family. Now, Rafik has always been the best speech person, but today, I forgive him for anything he did not say. Rafik has always been the best speech person in this family. And I think I had enough coming behind him. When he goes, somebody had to take over, so I had him right behind him. Now, if I had to write out a speech, was a folder coming down with. Now, I have 3 lines, and I'm going to try and make it real short. Because there's a whole folder coming out, and I ain't bound for the folder, I could talk wholly, right? First of all, I want to say, Miss JUMADEEN, LC, just before he go, he told me he couldn't have made a better choice than to marry LC. He said he was always a family man. He said the devil has threatened him, the devil has taken him to places, but the Lord has bring him right back to LC, and no person could have taken him from she. She's the best. She's the greatest woman he could have found on the face of the earth. That was the last words he gave to me just a couple days ago when we went Miaro. Because I say, Father's Day, he may not be able to make it due to the pandemic. We took him to Miaro. And when we went to Passad Grocery, he told me that. See, he was always a family man. And as I say, icon, everybody who followed his footsteps, including me, I followed some of his footsteps, and I would tell earlier. He tell me things I will understand at the same time. He told me things I will take a week to understand. He told me things I will take a year to understand. He told me things I take 10 years to understand. And he told me things I will take 100 years to understand and probably pass it on to my grandchildren. And some things I may not understand according to Rafik, because he's so wise. He's a man of knowledge, and he will tell you things, and you just know where he coming from, because he will sit down and just think. The last day I bring him out here, which was Friday evening, he couldn't stand up, but he said, Dean, give me a chance. You know where you are a chance through? He want to get up himself. He had in mind. He get up, we bring him outside here. And he sit down, and I see him trying to shake the head so. All you know how he just shake the head so? He thinking. And I seen him trying to shake the head, and he is shaking the head. In my mind I saying, Grandpa, I know. It's getting worse. And I told him. You know, a real totem. And when I pick him up and I carry him Saturday morning, called me and he said, Dean, I ain't think I'm going to make it. But we hear this story a few times, so. But the way he tell me that and he couldn't move, I know he going. But I get to spend a lot of quality time with him. From the beginning and the end, I have joined the family 30 years now. And I have a little joke to give all you. But before the joke, I just want to say that he has been a father to me, not a father-in-law. He has been a father. And I couldn't ask for anything better. He has taught me well, and I have listened to him and learned. Now I have a little joke to give all you after all this stress. 29 years or 28 years of marriage, I asked Grandpa, I said, Grandpa, every man in their life, when they have a daughter, and a man say they like she, and most men they say, anybody like my daughter, I go kill them first. Either they go on dead, they are getting that. They're protective with their daughter. So I say, Grandpa, how come you give me your daughter so easy, boy, and you let me marry she and it's so easy? You never want to put a little cutters on me or anything? Here we tell me. He say, boy, if I tell you the truth right now, I still want to put a cutters on you. I thought I get away, but I didn't get away. He still had that cutters for me. That is how much he loved his daughter. That was the eyeball, that is an exact chip from the block. And I got to tell earlier, every week, a week don't pass by and I tell Nisha, I say, you just like your father, girl. She have everything. She had the face, she had the mind, she had the thinking, the mentality, everything. But anyway, let me don't keep back everybody. I'll call back Nisha. Oh, look, we have somebody want to say something here. I don't want to go too long. I thought I could go whole day.
morning or evening. Anyway, I am Mr. Ali neighbor living next door. Know Mr. Ali and Miss Elsie from way back when. Since they were living up the street, I know them. They come here. When here was building, I used to be here with them, chatting with them. So I really, really appreciate them as my neighbors. Mr. Ali, times when we chatting, it's only good advice coming out from his mouth towards me, And I always sit in that gallery there and, I watch him how he deteriorating and, my heart just going out, because Saturday when he was even going, I sit down there and like tears want to come at my eyes when I see how we walking down the stairs. And then Kim come back and tell me that he died, and it was so sad because we were real good neighbors, real neighbors. We never said damn to one another. My mother and all grew up here, my father, all of us were close neighbors with them. We never had a quarrel with them. Just love was sharing between us. Even when they go away, I watch their place for them. I even asked Junior for the number, I say if anything happened, I could always call him and tell him, well, bam, 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 So that's to tell you how the friendship and the closeness with the neighboring that I was with them. And all I could say, may God rest his soul may his soul rest in peace. And Miss Ali, Miss Elsie, I don't talk to her, tell her, you're right around here, no problem. We always chatting. I will call her and I tell her what's happening around. And we real nice neighbors, so God will take care of her. I know she's run around. They will be here, but I am always there still for her. If she have any problem, she could call me, no problem. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Anne. Is there anyone else would like to say anything? Sandra.
Morning, everybody. I must say that Elsie has taken care of her husband. In many homes, people don't take care of a sick one. They put them in a home, but she did her part. She married to him very young, and they live happily. They live real good. And she always talk about him. She was a caring, loving, and sharing wife. She did everything for Ali. Many times I pass here, I will see both of them suddenly. I say, Elsie, Ali, they always love one another from young. They got married young, right, Nisha? Very young. How many of people will live that life to that age today? No one, because many marriages has broken up very young. Elsie had done a part with her husband. Elsie, I must thank you for caring for your husband. I know Ali had loved all his brothers and sisters. He used to speak about them. Oh God, every time I pass, Zalimun called me. Vera called me, and they had loved him. Ali, may your soul rest in peace. Everyone has loved you. May the God has blessed you. Your memories will be with every one of us going to rest.
Well done, Sandra. Thank you. Is there anyone else? Nadine? Nadine, he would always ask if Nadine cook, because Nadine used to cook and bring food for him. Nadine must say something. Yeah. Her Uncle Ali, always Uncle Ali.
Hello, everyone. I would like to say, well, Uncle Ali I used to come and look for him every single day. Every morning I bring in food for him. He always looking for me. He wants something to eat. I will miss you. Me and nobody to bring no food again for. I always bringing the baby to look for him. But may you so rest in peace, Uncle Ali. You were a nice uncle to me.
Nadine and Ramesh were always there for him. Whatever time, Mommy would call Ramesh, whatever time in the night, whether it be 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever time, Ramesh was always there. Ramesh, this family can't thank you and Nadine enough for what both of you have done for Mommy, for both of them. I am not always here with him, and Junior is not always here with him, but Nadine and Ramesh were always there for them. Thank you both. Dimitri. Hold on.
Good day, sir, to everyone. You are my biggest brother. Consider as a father. Grow all your brothers. Make sure they're safe. What your father can do, you did it. You make sure your family, all your brothers and sisters are happy. Whosoever, wherever they go in Trinidad, you make sure they're there and you can see them. You was the only person in my family. Could I go any part of Trinidad and any wedding anyway, and you hear a speaker, you go and pull out your microphone, your mouth gun, and with them. If there no part in Trinidad, you could say, you could go and see my brother, and they know who he is. One time they see you reach there, they know you're going to make trouble. Because you're carrying people in the car and load up, and you play that motor gun, it's food going to come out. You don't have to ask no food. Table will be full, always full. And your family, always be full. You pull all them pocket. You make them happy and make sure they go the right way. You make sure they go to school. You never had them on the street knocking up and down. You was like a parental. You was good, very good. Thank you very much. That is good for now. I know for later. After you leave today and see again, I don't know where I'll be. You rest in peace. Rest in peace. And peace will always be with you. Wherever you go, you always have that with you. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. And now I'd like to call Keisha to say something. Keisha, husband, red man, used to carry daddy for dialysis sometimes. And, well, I guess she'll tell you.
Pleasant good day. I only know JUMADEEN just, I could say a year time, but my Mr. Redo used to carry him dialysis every Wednesday and Saturday. He always have a discussion about a piece of land. You understand? Make sure you provide for you and your wife. He was always a good man to Redo. Anyway, JUMADEEN say what Redo used to carry him, no matter what the situation. He will miss him dearly. Redo wanted to be here, but he couldn't take it. It breaks his heart right now, he gone. He miss him dearly. Thank you.
Okay, my sister and my cousin Karen is here and she'd like to say something. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Wasm, go ahead and say it.
My cousin Karen is here and she'd like to say something.
Wasm. Let him mute it. Ali, no, Asha had make now. No, 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 no. I will say pity on it too. Just mute all your oh. Listen. Wasm, mute your YouTube and go ahead and speak.
Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. So, right now in New York, everybody who could not come to Trinidad because of the pandemic and because the border is closed is here by me today just because we all wanted to be together. Because it's hard for us not to be there. It's hard for us it's hard for me knowing that I couldn't come and spend a day at least just sitting down and chilling out with him, knowing that his time was short. So I mean, Asha tried, Shazi tried, we all tried to come. Unfortunately, we couldn't. We decided, everybody gonna meet up in one place, because it's just fortunate that, we couldn't be together in Trinidad. One thing my father taught me, work don't kill people, laziness does. And maybe this is why I always think and whatever I do with my work and whatever I achieve in life, with the help of my wife, I have a strong mind and nothing is gonna stop me. And this is what he taught us. So, Daddy, rest in peace. I'm sorry you couldn't make it. I'm sorry you couldn't make it while you were still fighting. It's hard for us to accept it right now. I thought we had a little more time. So, everybody's here. Andy Shira, Asha is here, Shazi is here, Nizali Moon, Javid is here. We all wanted to be in one place to say bye. And I appreciate that, everything that you taught us, it's all about tough love. And some people think I do the same and I act the same, but guess what? I learned it from my father. Tough love is strong love. Anybody else want to say anything? Asha? No. All right, hold on. I think Annie's the only one who wants to say. Yeah.
Go ahead. Delay it. Okay, Ali,
I would always say Ali was a king. He was like a king of all kings. He always take care of us. And he married his three sisters, Shaira, me, and Vera. So that was like something special for me. He teach me to drive. He sent me to get my license. And I wish him, hope he rests in peace. And may God bless him. Okay? You want to say something, David?
Hi, Nisha and Shira. I know we can't be there, but everybody is like, missing what's going on home, want to see what's going on with everybody. And knowing he's always a father giver to us, the biggest brother, always watch what we do, where we go. And today that, he's not there for us, but we always ask about him. I spoke to him like 2 days before. And he couldn't talk, but he would always say, Maud, I'm going just now, I'm going just now. And I would tell him, you're not going nowhere, we are coming home just now. And we could never get reached. And of this lockdown, nobody could go anywhere. But everybody's sad, and we love you. And that, John and everybody's with you. And I hope you rest in peace. You would see Ma, you would see Pa, and you would see Clemmer, and whoever that goes there. Heaven is a beautiful place, full of roses, full of birds, full of gardens, and full of love. So we'll meet up there, okay? Love you. Take care.
All right, so as everybody knows that Daddy lived his life with no regrets, also no apologies, and a lot of bragging rights. So as far as that, I think Dean took his bragging rights, and we give him that. So everything else, as far as hard work, and although we know he's not here, but he still leaves some little scattered dust around. Like if I really want to look at that again, I just watch Wazoo. And if I want to pick a fight, I just look at Asha. And for me, anyway, as a good-looking one, I take that for myself, But he did a lot of good, helped a lot of people. I don't think you have anybody out there with a heart like him. None of his kids, definitely. So, and as far as the world go, we give that to Nisha. And I think the little disappointments and whatever, we give that to Junior. I is the only one that actually take the good looks and the brilliant minds and whatever. Another thing,
No.
I guess he retired at the age of 40, so I guess a couple years late, but I want to get there. And, good luck. We'll see you soon. We could talk. You're not here, but like I say, you leave these little dust laying around that we could turn to when we want to see you. And, hopefully we get there once Trinidad open the borders as we go. It's unfortunate that we couldn't get in, but if we were Spanish, we would have get in. Yeah. So I guess you had to take a flight to Venezuela and maybe, jump on a boat, the fastest way in, right? He favorite here. One thing that he really motivate me in times that I hope we don't pay too much attention to this is that what he used to motivate me, he would always say, "And kiss my ass, children too lazy." And those are very, very strong words of encouragement. All right, so let me, Nisha being the crybaby, the emotional one. Anytime Daddy couldn't say two words without crying, so I guess that's why he never talked to me. So yeah, so let me give it up to Asha, and hopefully she in a good peace of mind and wouldn't yell at him for being the black sheep, as she always claimed. But we miss you. We'll see you again. We're gonna be there, and hopefully you have enough blessings to share. And like I say, heaven is a party. If you want to be social about it, or you could take a little step down and real party and say hello to the guy down there. But take care. We will see you, and I'm pretty sure it might be a couple of weeks. Hopefully they open up the borders. All right. Hold on.
Okay. Ashok, Ivy, all quickly, the mom is here, so.
Uncle Ali, I just want to say a quick word. You and I went back. We had a long, long, long run. Very, very good times. And you taught me so much. You always give my kids and Shazi blessings and love. And I'll truly, truly miss you. And I'll see you soon. We can be here, but Isabel and I and Shazi, we missed you.
Ashok, well.
Well, get this headphone off. Don't look so right. But Asha is kind of at a loss for words right now because, like she said in her speech that Nisha read, Grandpa was everything, everything to her. He was like a hero. One thing I have to say though is with Grandpa, he, as in life, as in death, he brings people together. And he brought everybody together on this side, and he's bringing everybody together on the Trinidad side. This man have ambition like I've never seen. Up to his last moment, if Grandpa would be doing something productive, whether he's saying he's going to buy a piece of land or he's going to do something. But Grandpa was never a lazy person. Grandpa filled with ambition. He's a person that you look at as a role model that set a really good example for his kids. All his kids, no matter what the kids say, all of them, they're very successful and they've done very, very well. And I know that Grandpa had a huge influence on that. All right? There's times when Grandpa, and there's a side of Grandpa that the kids probably didn't see, because I used to, when I went to Trinidad and I sit and I talk with him, and he say, Rich, you want a mango? Let's go suck 2 mango. And
Okay. Okay, Rich.
And he would say things, he's like, this one's a jackass and this and that, things like that. But in the same breath, he would always say something positive. He's very proud of his children. He's, like Dean said, he's a family man. And, I try to model my life like that. I'm a family man too, and I don't feel like Grandpa is gone. I feel like Grandpa lives inside of us with our attitudes and the way we look at life. All right, you want to say something, Ash?
Thank you, Rich. Okay, Asha, want to say something quickly? All right, okay. Listen, guys. Ready?
Others I could have ever asked for. He always, every single time I went to Trinidad, he always sat outside, listened to his Indian music, bobbed his head, having a good time. Sometimes I even go out there and sit outside with him and just relax like we usually do. But sometimes I would go to Trinidad and he was in the hospital.
All right, thank you. All right, guys. Oh, Asha, want to say something quick?
Yeah, let me say something
Quickly, because the Imam is here and we want to wrap up. Well,
okay.
you know now.
I want to say, Dad, thank you for being a daddy. Thank you for being there for us. From small, taking us to the movies, taking us to the drive-in movie theaters, taking us to the beach. I remember going to the beach every weekend. You did your share as a father. You did a lot for us. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, Uncle Boy.
Hello. Sometimes you have so much to say, and sometimes again you can say very little. But anyway, I have to say goodbye to Ali. I talk to Ali. Ali always wants to do something. Always have the mind to do more and more for this family. He always tried to help every one of us, all his kids, his brothers, his sisters. Always tried to give us a good advice, how to do it, when to do it, what to do. Ali, we will miss you. We appreciate everything. Bye.
Okay, guys. Okay, Dimitri, we have one last request. Dimitri, in tribute to his grandpa, would like to do something.
I'm not as good as grandpa, but as the only one that could play.
I stop him only for one reason. The reason why I did stop him is because if everybody have the flyer, they will see the song that Chubby is playing is the song we have on the flyer, and that's because when we were small growing up, Dad used to make every one of us sing that song for him. And he used to always say, the day will come that we will come together and sing that song for him. The day is the day, we're going to sing that song, and Chubby is going to play it. But before we do that, I know the Imam here and we're late. I just want to say, Daddy, there's so much things to say. I can't say everything in one day. But I just want to thank you for all the love and support that you have given me, Kim and the children and the entire family. The one good thing I could only say is that you fooled all your children, because whenever each one of them was by you, you said, tell me, you is the best child. And today, all your children is the best. I want to thank you for everything. There's so much thing to say, but may you rest in peace, and I love you. And if I tell you I love you, I love you. So, if everybody could just take out a flyer. Is the first song? One more thing, I just want to especially thank Dean, Kim, and Nadine for all the support that you have given us through these last days for Daddy. I want to give a special thanks to the three of them. Ready? Ready?
I don't know the whole song.
Tere hisme tera suma tu bara mere patu basisa. Tere hisme tera suma tu bara mere patu basisa. Sabi kahe tu sabi tere tuda mere di basisa. Tere hisme tera suma tu bara me tu basisa. Sabi kahe tu sabi tere tura me de tu basisa. Alright, so we keep that short. Thank you everybody. Imam?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. My dear respected family members of our dear deceased brother Ali JUMADEEN, my dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, my dear respected brothers and sisters in humanity, let me first extend to you the universal greeting of Assalamu alaikum. May the peace and blessings of Almighty Allah, God Almighty, be with each and every one of us here this morning, inshallah. My dear brothers and sisters, let me first say to each and every one of us that we are not in normal times. It is times that, each and every one of us need to recognize and know that what we are seeing in front of us, you and I could be the next one. And we need to admit that. But the worrying part of it, because when we as leaders, we ask and we are told to request of others that they should do what is right. Almighty Allah tells us in the Quran that you are the best of His creation that He has created, because you uphold that which is right and you abstain from that which is wrong. And so today, my dear brothers and sisters, let us remember as we sit here and we gather, let us do what is right, because the COVID has no respect for no one. And I'm saying this because, my dear brothers and sisters, we as imams or religious leaders, we have to deal with these situations on a regular basis. And for us, dying is not an issue, because we know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us in the Quran, Kullu nafsin dha'iqatul maut, that you will die. But you have to go through certain issues. You have to face that trial of death. And as we sit here, you and I have not seen and have not experienced what a dying person goes through before he or she leaves this world. And this is why that I'm just requesting those of you, just do what is right. Because if you would like to know the consequences of not doing right, and you are stricken by COVID, you can go in the hospital and ask those who are suffering from it, what happens, how it is that they are feeling. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has told us that when we die, that we should bury our dead as quick as possible. And why that is so, my dear brothers and sisters? It is because you and I, we are not going in that grave. It is the deceased that has to go to the grave. And he has gone to his Lord. And every day that he spends in this world, as this body is not placed in the earth, he has to undergo that. And that is a trial for him. Every day. And another thing, my dear brothers and sisters, that if I stand here and say anything that is untrue to him about his life, the angels, you and I are not seeing. You are not seeing. They will torment him. And the least said is best. The least said is best. Because, my dear brothers and sisters, the next step that we are required to do is to perform the janazah prayer. It is nothing like a salah, but it is the last rite that we will observe for the deceased. Why, my dear brothers and sisters? When we came into this world, the adhan was called in the right ear and the iqamah in the left ear. And we would have given charity, as we say, perform the aqiqah. The aqiqah is giving charity on behalf of a child that is coming into this world. And if I am to ask every one of you who is sitting here, what is life in this world? You will understand that life is a trial. It is a test. Every moment is a test for us. And we have to ensure, to endure, and to overcome our experiences in this world. We have to pass the test. We have to pass the test. And so it is that when we would be leaving, and as I'm telling you, just a reminder so you will understand, that we need to take that situation that we are seeing in front of us as a lesson. And when I say lesson, I mean a serious lesson. Serious. It is no easy thing. No easy thing. That if it says that if the records of the deceased is in a good condition, not based on you and I, but based on the Creator, because that record, He has sent it already. And when we will be going with Him, He will say to us that no human being will hear. You may ask that why it is, and how come that, the Imam is making mention of such a thing? Because it is only the prophets of Almighty Allah who can tell us these things. No human being can tell you, because the dead cannot talk. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, if his deeds, his book of deeds is in a good state, he will say what it is that you are doing to me. I need to go to my Lord. And if his book of deeds is not in a good state, then he will say, where are you taking me? And who will be taking him, my dear brothers and sisters? He says that his family, his friends, his wealth, his property, and his deeds will be going with him. And his wealth and property and his family will come back and leave him. Leave him with what, my dear brothers and sisters? With his deeds. How he lived his life. And that is what Almighty Allah, the Prophet ﷺ says, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not look at who we are, how brilliant we are, how healthy we are, how wealthy we are. He says, I look in his heart. I look in his heart to see what the state of affairs in his heart. My dear brothers and sisters, this is why that it says that, we do not have to prolong too much. It is to make it easy for our dear brother. But my dear brothers and sisters, the Prophet ﷺ and even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had says that, what is it that we can do for the deceased? Ask Allah for forgiveness. Oh Allah, forgive him. Have mercy on him. Oh Allah, make his qabr, his grave, a garden from that garden of Jannah. Do not make it a hell from the fire of hell for him. So don't think that the grave, and even, my dear brothers and sisters, let me explain, we think that we will burn and we will go and that will be the end of it. Two things we can do, bury or burn. But it says, and this is explained by the Prophet ﷺ, that when you burn and you think everything is finished, Allah will bring you back and say, why did you tell them do that? Why did you tell them to do that? And it is recorded that this man had told his children, listen, when I die, you take the ashes, you throw it in the land and throw it in the sea, scatter it everywhere. And from the moment that happened, Allah called everything back together. He says, do you think you could run from me? Where are you going? Where are you going? Everything in this world is mine. You, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, each one of us, He has created us. So there is no escape. There is no escape for us, my dear brothers and sisters. But let us remind ourselves. Because in the verse that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made mention of that, whenever someone dies, and not only when somebody dies, if anything happens to us, whether we lose something, whether we are hurting, say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi rajiun. Certainly it comes from Allah and it shall go back to Allah. Everything comes from Allah. Everything. And the lesson of the COVID is explained in this same verse that I am telling you about. Understand that. Allah says, look how you live in your life. Which manufacturer or doctor or medicine expert can find the cure for this COVID? Look how long it is, my dear brothers and sisters. When Allah decides, it will stop. When Allah decides. not when you and I decide. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, I think we have spent a lot because this morning, you may think the Imam didn't come, but I had been in consultation with Junior. I said, Junior, you carry on because let them who want to say whatever it is. When I come, it is just to take care of the affairs of the deceased. All right? And at the same time, what we will do, it is that we will perform the Janazah prayer. Rather than having to go downstairs again, we will just clear this way right here, right? And we will perform the Janazah prayer right here, and we will proceed to the cemetery because you know, look at the weather, and we know that what will happen by the gravesite, it is pretty muddy, and at the same time, that you should know that that not much of you can go into the cemetery as required. All right? So this is all we can do, and I do hope and pray, inshallah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept our efforts, and like I said, that we can remember him in dua, in supplication, oh Allah, make it easy for him. And this is all we can do, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Hi, Grandpa. I missed you. This is from Baby Ellie. I love you forever.
Just give me, I'll give only a couple of minutes, please, because you know, we spend here whole day, it will be the same thing, right? So, you know, just give you a couple of minutes, and let's perform the janazah, and just let's move on, inshallah. everybody should be within this area. All right? Yeah, you too. Bye-bye. All right? All right. What is required by us in Janaza is that it's a dua, basically. All right? So in that we are saying, oh Allah, we are performing the Janaza prayer. Right? It is Faris Kifaya. Faris Kifaya means if the required amount of people perform Janaza, everybody is exempted. But if we don't, then everybody will be taking the fast. Alright? So we live in as a responsibility to do. And I'm saying this because I have to go. Right? I have to go. Right? And is the same for him? Alright? So it is that we are going to perform the janaza. Is that it is Faris Kifaya. It has four takbir in it. It has praise for Allah. It has darood on the Prophet. And it has dua for the night. And then you give salam. Assalamu alaikum. Right and left. And after that, that's it. Right? Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Chubby, we need a little man for you to step. Step is the are we going down? Same with just head going down? Yeah, same. Who else coming? Who else coming? Forward. Car do 6 on step. Well, right. Bismillah.
One man in front of me.
Just take your time when you go back.
All for this energy, don't worry, I might have to travel home because I'm not seeing I'm going to Huh? I would find out on the sea. I would find out on the sea.
Chris? I saw you right now. I don't recognize Yeah. You ain't coming. You were you talking about? He says, yeah, that's what he's husband, father. Yeah. Everything good?
Yeah.